The film begins with the introduction of the main character in this film, Akira Tendo, who is excited to start his first day of work, because Akira has long wanted a job at the Mastershot Company, one of the best companies engaged in TV station advertising, because the company reputation is very good and the salary offered is also very high. I really dream of being able to live happily if I work for that company. As usual, as a new employee, Akira introduced himself in front of the employees there, with a happy face. He was very excited because he had been accepted into the company. There we will also be introduced to Kasugi. He is Akira boss, and we are also shown a woman named Osuri, who is Akira producer and love at first sight. It can be seen that Akira work environment is very comfortable. Even on his first day, the production team held a small dinner to welcome Akira joining. But unfortunately, Akira expectations turned out not to be the same, because that very night, Akira was required to return to work. The employees there including Akira, are required to work overtime without rest, even for 2 full days. Akira works without being able to go home. Akira feels pressure not only about his job, however, Akira is also always required to be able to complete the work of his seniors, which can be concluded, why the salary from that company is so high. Because it is, the work that the employees receive is indeed very tough. Not only the performance of each employee, every employee must be mentally and physically strong to be able to face it all. Even though Akira had thought about resigning from the company, he remembered his very hard struggle to finally be accepted into the company, and he decided to stay even though his mental and physical conditions said otherwise. Long story short, 1 year has passed, and Akira is still able to survive in the Mastershot Company. Activities such as working, bathing, eating, he does them in the company in a tired condition, until finally he gave up and wanted to throw himself on a train. In his exhaustion, he only thinks about freedom without the burden of work and doing things according to his wishes. Another time, Akira met Kenzo, his friend and teammate when he was still in the American football group. Akira, who is frustrated, feels jealous of Kenzo, who has a good job but has lots of time to have fun and is liked by his colleague children. Kenzo then advises Akira to quit his job which only drains his mind, time and life. And Kenzo also said that Akira was like a babu who could only obey what his boss said. This also made Akira emotional, and said that Kenzo turned out to be a coward. Akira said all that because it was in the past due to Kenzo fears and doubts, throwing the ball, causing their football team to lose in the final round. The next day, Akira, who looked tired, insisted on getting ready to continue his routine, but when he was about to go to work, Akira was shocked to find that his neighbor, who he often greeted, had turned into a zombie. In panic, he decided to go back to his room, but it turned out that everyone in the apartment had turned into zombies. After managing to escape to the top of the building, Akira started to think about something. The zombie outbreak was indeed very dangerous, but he realized that with the zombie outbreak, now he doesn't need to work and can do whatever he wants. In the zombie outbreak, in that situation he remembered Odori and decided to contact him, and unexpectedly Odori was still alive and trapped in a hotel. Akira excitedly rushed to the hotel to save him, and when he was about to go down through the pipe, Akira saw a husband and wife who were still safe, and it was also seen that the wife was pregnant. In that situation, Akira suddenly offered help to the husband and wife and promised to return to bring some food and fruit for them. Akira enthusiastically pedaled his bicycle and started passing the zombies who were there. Long story short, Akira arrived and managed to enter the hotel. There he found Odori who was scared, and unfortunately, Odori was not alone, but was with the boss of the Mastershot Company who has now turned into a zombie. Akira also tries to protect Odori from the zombies. After successfully defeating the zombie, Odori suddenly turned into a zombie, because it turned out Odori had been bitten by the Mastershot boss zombie. With his disappointment, Akira left Odori. But before he left, he expressed his feelings to zombie Odori.
入社してからずっとマジでめちゃくちゃ大好きでした。
When he arrived at the apartment, he then went back past the room of the couple who had entrusted instant noodles to him, but unfortunately, he saw that the room was messy and full of blood, even though he felt sad and disappointed. Akira didn't want to spend the rest of his life in vain. Until finally he made a list of 100 wishes that he wanted to make happen before he was bitten and turned into a zombie. And with the 100 wish list, Akira is even more enthusiastic about living the life he has dreamed of for a long time, starting from cleaning his room, buying food without looking at the price, dyeing his hair, making a picture of himself in a building, and set off fireworks near the tower. Even though he was still being chased by zombies, he did everything with a sense of happiness. On the 5th day, Akira was seen heading to a mini market to pick up some cooking spices, and unexpectedly, Akira met a beautiful woman named Shizuka. Different from Akira, Shizuka survives armed with tools, protection and defense that he has, and from that meeting, Akira just found out that zombies are sensitive to sound. Shizuka felt annoyed because Akira was trying to save someone he didn't know, because it would endanger himself. In a situation like this, Akira should be able to avoid risks, and think more about himself than other people. In the end, Shizuka decided to leave. Because according to him joining Akira would only cause trouble for himself, and when he was at home Akira suddenly remembered Kenjo, because at the last meeting they had an argument. Akira also intended to contact Kenjo to apologize. After being contacted, Kenjo turned out to be still alive and trapped at the Miyabi Inn, using an American football suit and a Harley motorbike that he got. Akira went to the Miyabi Inn and passed a bunch of zombies who looked hungry. To attract the attention of the zombies, Akira deliberately turned on the music very loud, until finally he was able to get past the zombies easily. After a long struggle, Akira finally managed to save Kenjo and take him away from the inn. In the evening, the two of them made peace and spent time eating at a luxurious restaurant. Kenjo thanked Akira and said, maybe Akira could become a hero and save everyone from this zombie outbreak. This also made Akira imagine and be able to realize his childhood dream, namely becoming a superhero who can save many people. The next day, Akira and Kenjo decided to go to the marine aquarium building, because before the zombie outbreak appeared, Akira Company had designed costumes that could protect humans from shark bites. And Akira thinks that if the costume can protect humans from shark bites, then the costume should also be immune to zombie bites. In the middle of their journey, Akira and Kenjo saw a stopped bus containing several passengers and Shizuka in it, and unfortunately the passengers on the bus were attacked by zombies, but luckily there were still two flight attendants, one bus driver and Shizuka who managed to survive the zombies. At that time the bus driver said that they were heading to the marine aquarium, because reportedly, there was a sufficient supply of food and security for the survivors. And unexpectedly, the bus driver's hand had been bitten by a zombie, and he tried to cover it, and in the end, when the bus driver turned into a zombie, suddenly he attacked and bit the two flight attendants who were there.
Attention please!
Akira and the others rushed to save themselves, and the three of them finally managed to escape by car. Their goal now was to go to the marine aquarium. The long journey made them closer to each other. They even take the time to do various fun activities, starting from paragliding, soaking in hot springs, and much more. On the 10th day, the three of them finally arrived at the marine aquarium, but suddenly, Their car tire leaked because there were several nails that had been accidentally installed at the entrance to the aquarium, and when Akira woke up, Akira was shocked to see Kasugi, who was his superior, already in front of him. It turns out that before the outbreak occurred, several MasterShot employees were shooting advertisements at the aquarium. Because the entrance and doors were tightly closed, they were safe and able to survive with the food stock there, and that when Kasugi invited the humans who were still safe to come and join them, and in fact, Kasugi deliberately did that because he wanted them all to be able to work and take care of all the needs in the aquarium, with the guarantee that security, safety and their needs will be met as long as they want to work there. There also turned out to be several zombies who were locked up by Kasugi. He did all this to scare them all so they wouldn't betray him if they didn't want to end up becoming zombie food. Kasugi also routinely sends a supply team to go look for food or other necessities outside the place. There Akira also apparently met a husband and wife who had previously asked for Akira help. After that, Akira felt the suffering of life as a depressed employee again. Kenjo, who saw this, intended to help Akira. One of the supply team members assigned to look for food didn't realize that a zombie had entered the container. In the end, he brought the zombie to the aquarium area and immediately caused chaos. At the same time, Kenjo and Shizuka invited Akira to run away from that place. At first Akira refused because he didn't want his two friends to face the dangers out there, but after Shizuka made him aware, Akira finally agreed. Not long after, they saw a group of zombies starting to attack the place. Akira and the others immediately directed the people to hide in a room. When they met Kasugi, Kenjo was angry with him because as chairman, he should have abandoned his employees. Then suddenly from inside the aquarium, a shark came out that had turned into a zombie. At first they all thought that the shark wouldn't be able to get to them. But suddenly the shark put out lots of strange legs so it could chase them. In the end they all went and hid in a room. There Akira realized that Kasugi was still trapped outside. He decided to save him, and before Akira left, Kenjo suggested Akira wear a shark costume which could save him from zombie bites, with anti-bite clothing like a superhero. Akira went out and saved Kasugi. Because the shark that became a zombie became stronger, Akira was overwhelmed to face it, and Kasugi, who didn't know himself, suddenly just ran away. Luckily, Kenjo came with an excavator and saved Akira. And when Akira go out, he saw Kasugi who was being attacked by zombies, and again, Akira decided to save him. And with a tight blue superhero costume that was immune to bites, Akira was able to survive even though he had been attacked by several zombies. And at the same time, Kenjo also managed to escape from the zombie shark by trapping him in a hole in the wall, while Shizuka quickly brought a loudspeaker to attract the zombies' attention and made them all fall into the aquarium. But suddenly, the shark was free again and attacked Kasugi. At that time Shizuka got the idea to defeat the shark by giving an electric shock to the shark's head, which is the zombie's weakness. And here we see a drama from American Football Battery which reminds us of the moment when their team lost due to Kenjo's hesitation when he wanted to throw the ball. At that time, Akira tried to convince Kenjo that he could definitely do it, which in the end, Kenjo managed to overcome his fear and doubt, and thanks to their cooperation, Akira managed to electrocute the shark with a tight superhero-style suit. After succeeding, Akira and the survivors divided all the remaining supplies. They decided to split up and look for a safe place without having to follow other people's orders. And unfortunately for Kasugi, no one wanted to join him. And finally Kasugi was left alone in that place. Now Akira, Kenjo and Shizuka continue their journey and intend to make their dreams come true together and continue their 100 wish list amidst the zombie outbreak.